The tonfa is a popular weapon in video games, anime and manga. In video games, in Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, the protagonist Alucard can find and wield a pair of tonfa, although they are mistranslated as nunchaku in the English language releases of the game. In Warframe, the Cronin, Boltace, and Oma are sets of bladed tonfas that may be used by the player. Eri Kasimoto and Fio Jeremy from Metal Slug series. Maki Genryusai from Final Fight 2. Makoto Nanaya in BlazBlue. Continuum Shift. In Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Jax uses a pair of tonfa as his melee weapon. In Mortal Kombat X, Tanya's Kobujutsu blades are fashioned like tonfa. In Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 9, Stryker wields batons similar to the Monadnock PR-24, a stereotypical law enforcement weapon, which are clearly inspired by tonfa. Talim in the Soul Calibur series. Orchid in the Killer Instinct series. In Shadow Fight 2, Shadow is able to purchase and use pairs of steel, Rabadon blade tonfas. Mao in Tales of Rebirth. Rachel and Tracy in the Battle Arena Toshinden series. Yuko Kono in Last Bronx. Levin in Wild Arms XF. Noah in Legend of Legaia, the protagonist of Suikoden 2. In Mega Man 03, Zero can use recoil rods, which resemble spring-loaded tonfa. It is also used in Ninja Gaiden. Parasite Eve 2 and Ninja Gaiden 2 offer tonfa as selectable weapons. In Cyber Troopers Virtual On, the trademark of robots of the AF-armed series are a pair of energy beam tonfa, romanized as Tonfa. In the Strider video game series, the main character, Strider Hiryu, wields a bladed tonfa capable of generating a deadly plasma arc. However, the covers for these games' Western releases usually depict the hero with a sword instead. In Bayonetta, one of the weapons available to the titular heroine is a pair of rocket launchers that can be used as a baton in melee combat. In Grand Chase, Jin wields tonfa as a weapon for his second class. Tonfa are used by the warlord Sun Ce of Wu in the Dynasty Warriors franchise by KOEI, which is based on Luo Guanzhong's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. The tonfa is Sun Ce's signature weapon, although in history, he used a bronze spear at war. The tonfa was removed from the franchise in Dynasty Warriors 6, but returned in the 7th installment of the series, Dynasty Warriors 7. In Dungeon Fighter Online, the fighter class can wield a variety of tonfas. In the Super Robot Wars series of video games and anime, the Mecha PTX-014 R-Blade, or R-Blade, wields a pair of weapons called Blade Tonfa, in which the longer end of the tonfa is a short sword blade. In Tekken 6, Lei Wulong can be equipped with tonfa as a clothing option. In Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, the Dark Jedi Maris Brood uses lightsabers with tonfa-shaped hilts. Also, several Wookiees carry bladed tonfas. In Namco's Knuckleheads, Robert Vincent uses dual tonfas. In Left 4 Dead 2, the survivors can utilize this melee weapon from several campaigns, although it is referred to as a nightstick in the game Dead Island. In the 1995 DOS game BioForge, the player character eventually acquires a large gun called a tonfa gun, which can also be used as a club. In Yakuza 3, Kazuma Kiryu is able to wield tonfas. In the 1985 fighting game Yer Kung Fu, Tomfun uses two tonfas. Rebecca from the Double Dragon fighting game uses twin tonfas as her weapons. Eri Hasumi from Vanguard Princess fighting game uses twin tonfas as her weapons. Lloyd Bannings, the main protagonist of Zero no Kiseki and Ao no Kiseki, utilizes twin tonfas as his weaponry of choice. In Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Cloud Strife and other members of the Shinra infantry wear tonfa strapped to their right thighs, though none are seen in use. In manga and anime, Okina in Rurouni Kenshin, Mirim Mjolnir in Soul Eater, Nysa in Black Cat, Kyoya Hibari in Reborn, Takeru Teshamine in Get Backers, Akane Higurashi in My Hime, Layla Ashley in Avenger. Most production model Nightmare frames fielded by Britannia in Code Geass, Glasgow, Sutherland, and Vincent Ward. Jin in One Piece uses a pair of tonfa with cannonball-sized weights on the ends. Ely in Rave Master uses tonfa blasters. Tenten from Naruto uses a tonfa in one episode, and Rock Lee uses them briefly in one episode. In a Seven Ghost, Taito used a pair of tonfa in a chapter. In Saint Seiya, the tonfa is one of the 6 sets of weapons of the Libra Golden Cloth. In the Poseidon Saga, Cygnus Hyoga uses one of the tonfas to take down one of the marine pillars. Ingrid Bernstein uses bladed tonfa in Freezing. Kurosa in Gun Sword. In Magical Girl Lyrical Ninoha Strikers, Shaq Nuero uses dual tonfa as her armed device. Windenschaft. In Future Diary, Akizaru was shown to defend Yushita Kamado from Gasai Yuno's attack with the tonfa. In Rave Groove Adventure, Ely uses gun tonfas. In Fairy Tail, Edela's Wendy is shown to use tonfa as her main weaponry. In Tokyo Mew Mew, Kishiki Zatashi is shown to use tonfa in the manga. In film and television, in the Hellboy movie series, the character Karl Ruprecht Cronin wields tonfa-like swords, similar to the weapons wielded by Talim. In Star Trek Enterprise, Mako troops serving on the Enterprise NX-01 wield steel tonfa with an electrically charged tip. In the movie G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, the character Snake Eyes uses wood and metal tonfa. Tonfa were shown as ninja weapons in the South Park episode Good Times with Weapons. In the live-action series Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, the character Michelangelo used tonfa instead of the nunchaku used by his character in previous incarnations, mostly due to the ban on nunchaku used in children media at the time. In the Super Sentai series Koriki Sentai Oranger and Juken Sentai Gekaranger, Power Rangers, Zeo and Power Rangers, Jungle Fury in the American versions. The Blue Rangers of both series wield tonfa as their main weapons. In the Korean drama Iljumi, one of the eponymous hero's weapons is a tonfa that can be merged into a bow. In the Nickelodeon TV show Super Ninjas, Amanda uses a pair of tonfa. In the short film Bionic, Zahia Daha is attacked by a policeman who is trying to use a tonfa. In the Korean drama Gwangato, the Great Conqueror, one of Damdeok's followers, Sigal Lion, wields a pair of tonfa blades. In the film City Hunter, adapted from the manga of the same name, Jackie Chan fights Richard Norton with a pair of tonfa. In the live-action TV show Arrow, the character Laurel Lance, Black Canary, uses a black tonfa. In Star Wars: The Force Awakens, the Stormtrooper FN-2199 is seen using a tonfa-like weapon, referred to as Z6 Riot Control Baton in spin-off media. The weapon can rotate around its handle and withstand a lightsaber strike. In Captain America: Civil War, Black Widow is seen using a pair of tonfa during the battle at the Leipzig airport. JYN Urso briefly uses a single tonfa in Rogue One. In comics, the Justice League villain Prometheus wields a high-tech tonfa. In the webcomic El Gunish Shiv, the character Noah, in the guise of the child left behind, uses tonfas in his fight with the Torcanis Draco in the New and Old Flames story arc. The Canadian superhero Captain Canuck uses two high-tech tonfa as his main offensive and defensive weapons in conjunction with dual stun pistols both in the animated web series and in the comic books. Dead Links, 1 March 2017.